Rick Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2018 xt5 Cadillac so you can make yourself an informed decision. Hey, coming in on the front left tire, you got about 80% tread on all-season radio, so definitely a lot to tread on your front left tire there. Coming behind the front left tire, the first thing I want to point out, this is the left lower ball joint. Now, it's critical that this is tight because this is what holds the wheel to the chassis, and it is tight. This rubber boot here is the outer CV boot, and it's full of grease, and if it was ripped, you'd see grease all over the place. Important not to be because it keeps the axle lubricated, and that's important. On your brakes, you've got about okay, on your front brakes you got about 20,000 K left, down a bit but definitely not out. Now right here is the most important part in this whole side of the car. This is the outer tie rod. This is the only thing that holds the left wheel to the steering, and it is tight. This is the sway bar link connected from here up to right there, and that's important to be connected as well because that is it dampens the sway when you go around the corner. That's part of the suspension system right here. Now if you see this tube right here, this is the strut on the front left. It's full of oil. If it was leaking, you'd see it dripping all the way down there, and that is bone dry, which is nothing but a good sign because that's part of your suspension. Now leaks, another thing I want to show you here. This is the bottom of the transmission right here. If it's going to leak, you'd see it all the way along here, and that is bone dry. This is the bottom of the oil pan right here. That black pan is for the oil pan, and again, another place if it's going to leak, it's going to leak right there, and I am not seeing any leaks whatsoever. Bottom of the another part of the transmission right there, another leak point, bone dry. So definitely no drips on your driveway. Oh yeah. The drive shaft here, it looks very recent. I think this has been recently replaced, so somebody's obviously spent a lot of money on this car. Now, these are catalytic converters here, and there's nothing wrong with them. Big problem, though, is that people are reaching down there and going cut, and taking them to the scrap yard, getting $100, $200 for scrap, and you've got yourself about $1,000 repair. Now, if you buy the vehicle, you're going to come to me and I'm going to put a free catalytic theft protection system on it, just like I showed you in that short video there, and that's going to cost you nothing if you buy. Simply contact me. Okay, on to the rear left tire. 80% tread on all season radios, definitely lots of tread. And now this is your left rear shock. Now it's full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down here. That is bone dry. This is your left rear suspension. No cracks, no breaks. This is your, if you're looking in there, that rubber boot in there is that's your outer CV boot, again full of grease, and if it was ripped you see grease all over the place. Another thing, this is the inner CV boot on that side, and again full, if it was ripped you see grease all over the place. More importantly, this is the rear diff. Now if it was going to leak, this is a leak point right here. If it was going to leak, you see it leaking all the way along in here, and this is bone dry. So I'm not seeing any leaks in this car whatsoever. It's very clean. Okay, on your rear brakes, you got 20,000 K, same as the front, so down but definitely not out. Just the general condition under the car, very, very clean actually. Other than surface rust, a tiny bit of surface rust on your exhaust, which is normal, I don't see any indication of any rust issues here. Okay, coming in on the front right tire, you've got 80% tread on all season radio, so definitely lots of tread. Coming behind the front left tire, the outer CV boot there, good and dry. The lower ball joint is good and tight. The 20,000 K on your brakes. Your outer tie rod, most important, is tight. Your sway bar is connected from there up to there, intact, doing his job. It looks like I say, I'm almost positive they've got new CV axles here too, because these are very recent looking. Your right strut, good and dry. Yeah, I'm brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, I'm not seeing anything of issue on the front right. Okay, and then the rear right tire, again about 80% tread. Your rear right suspension, no cracks, no breaks, very clean. Your rear right shock, nice and dry. Your outer CV boot, just a little hard to see, but good and dry. Inner CV boot, right there, good and dry. More importantly, no leaks. Yay! Okay, I am not seeing anything. Oh, and brakes. 20,000 K in your brakes, just like the front and back. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything of any concern so far. Okay, with my scanner on, I've scanned it, and what it's saying is that there is no powertrain DTCs or died not to trouble codes at this present time, which is a good sign. There is no trouble codes stored. So that being said, you do have a crack in your windshield. Something you want to definitely want to be addressing, your crack in the windshield there. That definitely needs to be replaced. Dash looking clean, no check engine lights. Now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, with the motor running. Okay, shot of the exhaust with the motor running. Very, very clean. Now, something you always want to do whenever you check on a motor is take off the oil cap and take a look underneath for any indication of white goo. The white goo would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which would be a big problem internal in the motor, and I don't see any indication of that in this at all. In fact, I don't see any indication of problem on this motor at all. It's running very smoothly. In fact, the only thing I'm seeing on this car of any concern is that you need a windshield. Other than that, I'm not coming up with any problems. So hopefully this will help you make an informed decision. And don't forget, if you buy, contact me, savewitheric.ca for the 3 for free. Then I'll have you in and out and you'll be on the road. Thank you very much.